Hi, fourth graders. This is Mrs. Nelson, and we are going to be working on adding fractions with unlike denominators. Now, you've added fractions with like denominators, and all you do is just add the tops, keep the bottom the same. But before you can do that, you have to get the bottoms to be the same. Because at this point, if you're looking at this, these denominators are not the same. You have a 4 and you have a 5, and you cannot add denominators that are not the same at all. Cannot do that. Okay? So, to do this, what you need to do is you're going to need to do this with me. So, what I do, you do. So if you'll need to redo the video a couple different times to figure out what I'm doing, I recommend that you do that. Okay, so what you are going to do here is you are going to use your scratch pad. So you're going to open that up. You guys have used this before, okay? I would have to say that you are going to maybe want to use the write tool. I'm going to write because it just makes a lot of sense here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to create a common denominator. So I'm going to write 3/4 here plus 2/5. Okay, and then I'm going to write an equals. And I have got to, so you'll use the write tool. You have got to create a common denominator between these two things to add them. So to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to multiply the 4 times the 5. Okay, multiply the 4 times the 5. So that will give you a denominator for the 3/4. So 4 times 5, a new denominator of 20, and a new denominator of 20. So 4 times 5 gives you the blue. Okay, so that's the blue. And then you have that's your denominator. Okay, now what you're going to do then is you are going to multiply 3. So you're going to multiply here. I'm going to put a little multiplication sign here. You're going to take 5 and multiply it times 3. Okay, and the arrow tells you where your answer goes. So 5 times 3 will give you 15. The arrow points to the left-hand side. So put your answer on the left-hand side. Okay, so then the next one will be you're going to multiply the 4 times the 2. Okay, 4 times 2, and the arrow points to what side you put your answer on. So 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so remember, we're going to add these guys up. Okay, so when you add them, you are going to just add straight across. So these 20 and 20, which was 4 times 5, stay the same. You keep your denominator. Then you add the numerators. So 15 plus the 8. So the 15 plus the 8, 15 plus 8, is going to be 23. Okay, so now you have to come over here and put these equations in here. So I have to put the 15/20 here, and I have to put the 8/20 here, and the 23rd 20th here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that really quickly. Okay, so I'm going to click here. Remember, take your scratch pad off. I left my scratch pad here so you can see the work. Okay, I used a slightly different tool because I want you to see what I'm doing. But your scratch pad will turn on and off. You'll have to take yours off. Okay, so I'm going to click here. I'm just going to get rid of, then I'm going to type in here, click on the little, so I'm going to put 15 tab 20ths on this side. Okay, the 15/20 here. Now, I'm going to put 8/20, the 8/20 right there. So I'm going to click on the fraction, 8/20, and then here, I'm going to tab in and do the 20, click on that, so 23 20ths. Okay, so nobody should miss this first problem. Everybody has the first problem, 3/4 plus 2/5. Okay, so then you're going to check your answer, which yours is here. You get one check your answer, and then you move on. Okay, this is yours. You do that one. I did this one. We should all be able to have 23/20ths. Remember, 4 times the 5 gives you 20. 5, so you had 4 times 5 gives you the 20. 5 times 3 gave you 15. 4 times 2 gave you the 8. Then you add the 15 plus, so this is 15 plus 8, and this is just the 20. Okay, so that is what that is. That is how you get the answers. Again, if you don't know, you're going to say that this, the 20, comes from 4 times 5. The 15 came from 3 times 5. This one came from 4 times 5. Erase that. 4 times 5. And then the 8 came 4 times 2. Okay? And then 23 came from 15 plus 8. And then this is just your denominator. So that's how you get the answers all the way across. Okay? I wish you well on the next 3 problems. You also will have some fractions where you'll be creating common denominators. Again, very similar. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.